Hello everybody, it's Emery48 here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going into something different. This is not going to be a repeated thing, but we're talking about Girl Meets World. It's a show that's about closing on a decade old at this point, I believe. I think it came out in like 2015 era of Disney. And it was a sequel, I guess. A redo, not redo, carryover from Boy Meets World, a 90s, very early 2000 sitcom. And it was a lot better than expected, but worse than expected, if that makes any sense. Worse than expected in the fact that it didn't do the things I expected it to do, but better than expected because it did things that I didn't expect it to do, which was positive and negative at times. The show struggled for me early on to have episodes run by the new characters be good episodes. In the early first half of the show, I'd say, the good episodes were the ones carried by returning characters like Sean, Eric, and Corey and Topanga. The Sean and Eric episodes, especially early on, were awesome, and they weren't really led by the new main characters of Riley, Maya, and Lucas and Farkle. And then the second half of the show really changed that. It still did the old characters episodes well, but the new generation of characters could really carry an episode. And it's a shame that it took so long for them to figure that one out, because I think they started doing that after the show was already kind of done. It was already canceled. Which is unfortunate, because I think it could have kept going if they had figured out the new characters a little earlier. Now, there was some things that were rather repetitive here and there, but it's a sitcom. That's going to happen in any sitcom. I was impressed with how relevant some of the lessons that it was teaching were for, people outside of school. Normally you look back on those sitcoms and think, oh, it's talking about life lessons that happen to people when they're in middle school and high school. It's like, man, when you're 25, you can still learn something from these shows, and it was really impressive. The other thing, if you are a fan of Boy Meets World, there were some episodes that brought back the trauma of 7 seasons of Boy Meets World with one character and just exploded it in a 20-minute episode. And it was really well done. I was more emotional for the show than I was prepared to do. It was a very well done show at times, and it's unfortunate that it couldn't have kept going, because I think I would have enjoyed more seasons. And frankly, it ended really well. I think they left the show with a very good last episode. They brought back everybody, essentially, that was important to the Girl Meets World, Boy Meets World universe, and ended the show, which was neat. It was a good wrap-up. I don't remember exactly how Boy Meets World ended, but they did throwbacks and, not throwbacks, but flashback scenes, but not over the top. It was fairly well placed in this show. So if you have watched the show, let me know what you thought of it down below. I really enjoyed it. I normally don't do these kind of videos just about random shows, especially outside of Marvel and Star Wars, but I also don't watch a lot of shows outside of Marvel and Star Wars. So if there are other shows, preferably on Disney Plus, because that's what I currently have, but there are other streaming services out there, but if there are other shows you want to see me watch and talk about, let me know in the comments down below. That's all I have for today's video. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.